Alright, so we will go through the trades I took yesterday. So the first trade was a break and retest, which was actually a loss. Alright, so the first trade was a break and retest, which was a loss, and you know, I mean, everything was there for a trade, which was a price did break the opening range high first. So price did break the opening range high first, then price, you know, came retested. The New York kind of came very close, and after price closed above the, you know, most recent series of down close candles, you know, that swing point, you know, is protected now, so I'm not expecting for price to go down. Now what happened is instead is obviously price didn't push higher as I was expecting. Price came back lower, and then obviously double break sells did play out. Now what could I done better, right? Is maybe I could have waited for the 10 a.m. candle to open and wait for the swing point to form on M15 within the new 1 hour candle, right? But you know, I entered prior to that. I entered within the 9 a.m. candle. So as you can see, the 10 a.m. candle opened, pushed lower, and then pushed even lower to the opening range low. So double break sells happened within the first break, right? But as you can see that price were still above the overnight VWAP, right? And price were supporting the overnight VWAP. So what I was looking for when price did break the opening range is if we can make a CISD to the upside and then push higher to these highs. Now what happened later is obviously the double break happened, the double break buys after the second opening range, after the opening range low, you know, liquidity sweep. Basically I took the trade. So what happened is, as you can see that on the 1 hour candle, within the 10 a.m. candle, price did break the opening range low right here, and now we're closing above the 50% of the previous candle range inside it, right? The 50% is roughly the New York VWAP. So right here on the 1 minute, you can see that price did break the opening range low. Now we retested the overnight and closed back above the you know, closed above this level, and we created the CISD. So the only thing that I was waiting for is for price to close above New York. Now I entered the trade. The first position I entered within the first break, and the second position entered within the second break right here. So the stop loss was initial the 15-minute candle low, which was this candle low, right? My stop loss was kind of here. So yeah, basically price pushed higher to these highs, and then obviously price did full TP, but I closed at a opening range high once again. So that's how I made you know, that's how I went from a negative. So I had two trades again, both were buys. So I went from negative obviously to the positive, because yeah, you don't see the trades, but actually there was a this right here. So I had one trade which was a 500 minus 500, and then I made like 600. So you know, small profits, so that's fine for the day. I just wanted to finish my day in basically small loss. Alright, so waiting for the opening range to set first, and then obviously we'll look for trades. All right, we do sweep the 1 hour candle high. Uh, Again, there will be you know, price setups the range, either double break buys, double break sells, or maybe break and retest buys, right? The key levels align to the upside, but price is pushing lower first, so maybe it will be the double break buys, who knows. The opening range is gonna set up in 5 minutes, so price is obviously below the VWAP. Price we're trading throughout the day below the VWAP, right? So alright, so 2 minutes left until the opening range is set, and then I'm going to wait for price either double break buys, double break sells. Obviously, for any break and retest trade, I need the new 1 hour candle to open, and then within that new 1 hour candle, I need the 15-minute swing point to form. Alright, so the opening range is set. So at this point, either price breaks or breaks lower. So waiting for either of these to happen. So we do have first break of the range, which is good. Now, how do we going to react from that range break? That's the question. So looking at the 15 minute, it looks it looks bullish, right? Even though it did break the high, but unfortunately there is no trade for me. So most likely we'll wait for the 1 hour candle to close first, and then obviously if it is a break and retest, then I will need the new swing point formed within the within a new 1 hour candle, because at this point, if I want to look for sells, still I will need for the new candle to open, break high once again, and then maybe I can look for the sells. But we are above the key levels once again. So yesterday the break and retest did not play out, so maybe today it will. Let's see. All right, so looks like price may just continue pushing higher at this point. So the trade must come within my plan, right? And without the plan, I am not gonna execute the buys or neither sells. So waiting for the 1 hour candle to open, and then we'll wait for, if it is a break and retest. If it is a break and retest buys, then I will wait for new swing point on 15 minutes within the new 1 hour candle, which will be the 10 a.m. So I can look for something to the upside on the 1 minute, right? So at that point, I would expect for price to come back lower, and then to look to trade to the session high if it's not going to be the double break trade to the downside. So yeah, still waiting for the 1 hour candle to close or open. All right, so We're still above the key levels. Still above the key levels, so even if price does close below, you know, here, now we have CISD to the downside, but price must close below the New York, which is the blue line. Alright, so roughly 2 minutes left, roughly 3 minutes left until the 1 hour candle close. Alright, so So, you know, price still must close below this. Price still must close below the New York VWAP for me to even think about sells. All right, so at this point, the waiting for price to either, uh, you know, close below the New York and continue pushing lower, or I will wait. I will see if price, does create the CISD here and then to look to the session high. But price is in the range, so we'll see what side of the range price will break. So let's see if price really breaks and closes below the New York, then maybe I will look for trade to the downside because the you know price did not expand within the candle free, so maybe price will expand within this candle. Let's see. Alright, looks like a double break trade is coming into play. So there is two things that may happen now. Either price does close below and continues pushing lower, or price will close back above here, above this candle, and then we'll see for price to continue pushing higher. So in double break sells, let's see. All right. All right, so we are closing below the New York VWAP, or I mean overnight. So let's see if prices to continue pushing lower. So as price is not closing above the New York, the trade is good to the downside until price really closes above the New York VWAP once again. Let's see if price can continue pushing lower. Alright, so while the trade is running, I'm going to mark up the trade. So double break, last tent. The trade was executed at 10:20. Alright, so let's see if the price going to close above the New York VWAP, which is the blue line. I mean, the trade is still valid. The 15-minute candle did not change the direction, right? I mean, there is nothing to 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 think that price is changing delivery. Now now this is the we had CISD to the downside. We have one more protected high, which is here. Let's see if price creates one here. So if price does not close below this level in the next candle, then I will close my position. I really want this candle to close. So within this candle, I want for price to close below that red line. So there is like 4 minutes left, and if price will keep keep pushing higher and close above here, above the New York once again, then I will close my position. Either in small loss or break even. Only if price does close above the New York. So 18 seconds left. Alright, so 3 minutes left until the 15-minute candle closure. Now the 15-minute looks like it was a retest. Alright, so let's see. So if price does close above the New York, then I will close my position in a small loss. At this point, yep, so closing this trade in a small loss. Because at this point price can continue pushing higher because price did sweep the liquidity now and closing back above the 15 minutes. So, and the timing is 2 minutes left and price pushed higher at the last 2 minutes. So you know, there is a possibility for price just to continue pushing higher to these highs right here, and I just don't want to be in that trade. So unfortunately, price did not run as expected. It gave roughly 1 to 1 R. So yeah, all right. So that was sells. That was a half risk, double break. So New York, and that was within the candle for 1 minute. Then was 9:45 was a liquidity, and it was a, yeah, roughly. I will write it as a loss. It's okay. All right, so 20 seconds until the 15-minute candle closure. All right. Now the you know, the swing point sequence is completed, like, because there was a candle for, right? So I don't really want to be in the trade when the you know, swing point sequence is complete. Now I mean, if price would have run within the within the 9:15 candle, right, to the downside, then right. But at this point, you know, price can do whatever it wants to do, so I don't want to be in the trade. So the trade was executed here. Now stop loss here. Now the only way I would take the second sells at this point is if price would have done a new swing point, for example, sweep the high here, then close below, maybe. But until then, there is nothing I can do, and I will not take any trades. I mean, that was fine. That was break even almost. So yeah, roughly that was break even. I was risking like 500, right, and I lost like 100. So it's completely that's completely fine. All right. I mean, all right. So apparently the stop loss wouldn't get hit, and yeah, that was crazy move. Not gonna lie. 1 minute. It is what it is. And also, price could have just stopped me out and then pushed lower, right? You never know. So, I mean, it's fine. That's completely fine. But I mean, double break trade word, like, it is what it is. So that was a what was the news? What was that? 2 minutes. Trump agreed to keep negotiations with Iran going. Trump Iran has progressed to just proceed with talks with breaking Trump. All right. So it is a Trump. It is a Trump. No problem, Mr. Trump. Alright, boys, so I did close this trade at break even, and apparently price finished the double break. So that was the double break trade, which was completed by Trump. So I mean, what can you do? That was a Trump tweet. This right here, and price pushed lower. So as I said, that could have been take me out, or as you can see, price swept the opening range low. But I wasn't sure. The trade was to the downside basically. So that's fine. So as you can see, so my exit was right here, roughly with my entry. So my entry was here, and my exit was here. So I was risking 500. I lost only 89 bucks. So that's completely fine. I'm not gonna look how much I would have won, but because it is what it is. I'm not gonna complain. I will just mark my trade. I will journal it. Trump. I've been trading for, at this point, is like 5 years, almost coming close to 6 years. So that's my dashboard. You can see that I had a pretty good week. You know, I had a pretty good week. Now the last week was rough because I had only one trade. And today, you know, all right. So that's pretty much it from me today. I mean, I were in a sales. Uh, you know, the thing is that this trade played out because the Trump tweet. Uh, Hello guys. Your voice is. I can't see what you did right. Your voice. What do you mean your voice? What do you mean by your voice? Oh my god. How do you find your bias as an intraday trader? Um, by waiting. I mean, as a trade, I mean, I do trade only one session. It's like time-based strategy what I do, right? Because really, I'm just following the candles, and as you can see, this right here is the opening range, which I wait for price to set up at 9:45. So between 9:30 and 9:45, this I'm waiting for opening range to set up. That is like 15 minutes. So after that, what I do is I wait for price to break either side of the range, either opening range low or opening range high. And with that information, if price does break the opening range high first, then I will look for price to trade to the opening range low. If price does uh, close below the New York, which is the blue line you can see. Same for buys. I will take buys if the opening range low is broken first. I have CISD, and then I will look to trade to the opening range high. Now, also, what is very important is I am waiting for price to create the swing points on the 15-minute time frame, and I'm looking at the 1 hour time frame as my higher time frame. So I'm basically expecting for I'm trying to predict the next 1 hour candle movement. So, but I usually just trade by the opening range high and low set, and then I wait for either side of the range to get broken first. Oh my god, sorry guys. So I wait for the either side of the range to break first, and then I am just going to trade to either side of the range, and whatever risk to reward it will give me, like it may give me a 1-to-1, it may give me a less than 1-to-1, it may give me like more than 1-to-2, 1-to-3. I mean, I don't know, whatever markets give me, I will try to trade it. So I'm not looking for a daily bias, a weekly, monthly, whatever. Because I do trade one session. I do trade basically it is a time based, and also um, I'm waiting for the opening range. So for me, the bias is the key levels. So the key levels is the bias. So I always want to buy above the New York, which is the blue line, and sell below the New York, right? So today it was a sell because as you can see, after price did break the opening range high first, I waited for price to get back below the New York VWAP, which is the blue line, right? And then I was looking to trade to the opening range low. So basically this is how I find my bias for the trading session. Alright, so at this point my session is complete, guys. I'm not gonna take any more trades, or neither I'm going to look for any more trades, because I do trade until the 11 a.m. New York time, and at this point it is 10 minutes left until the 1 hour candle close. So yeah, I'm not gonna look for anything else. So thank you for watching, and yeah, today was unfortunate day with this kind of unexpected Trump tweet. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next one on Monday. So I will try to upload on the weekend. Thank a lot, brother. No problem, no problem. So you can yeah, everything for free. I will try to upload new series for my trading model, and I will explain in more details. So thank you for watching.